In this video, I will talk about different but relevant subjects about combat fame credits and learning points. You can just skip to the parts you are interested. Without further ado, let's get into it. Combat fame credits represent experience gained through combat, which you can spend to progress faster or beyond level 100 on specs. Fame and combat fame credits are not the same. When you kill a mob, it gives you fame. But to earn combat fame credits, you must have at least one of your masteries at level 100. What is mastery, you may ask? Spear Fighter is a mastery, but it's not the same with Spear Combat Specialist, which is obviously a specialist. When you kill a mob, if all of your gear's masteries are at level 100, but none of their specs is level 100, you will get 20% of the normal fame as additional. If your specs are at least level 100 as well, then you get 40%. However, you can increase this number by turning on auto-respec. With auto-respec on, you can earn 4 times as many combat fame credits while spending silver. And each extra credit you get costs you 1 silver. Now let's say you farmed for 10 minutes and you got 250k credits without using auto-respec. If you were using auto-respec, you would get 1 million credits in the same amount of time, but it would cost you 750k silver. Before getting into where to use them, there's one more thing you need to know. Each element of your gear requires different amount of combat fame. For example, level 80 Duskweaver boots and same level Spectre Jacket combat specialists require same amount of fame for leveling up. Whereas if you want to use combat fame credits, boots will require half as much. So if you were to list your gear in order of credits cost, it would be weapon on the top, jacket in the middle, boots and hoods at the bottom. What about offense? Well, they require exceptionally low credits, but they also require less normal fame to level up. So, as I mentioned, weapons cost the most, while offense costs the least. But offense are exceptional, and I'm not sure when exactly leveling them would be optimal. And since offense needs too little grind, I won't touch upon them in this topic. Without considering offense exist, in terms of speeding up grinding, it would be much better to use your combat fame credits on boots and hoods first. But that's not the only perspective you should have. Yes, it would save some time and needs less effort, but what if it gets you killed more often? You would have less money to spend on auto-respec, so it could slow your grind. So I have almost all of my spears up to 100 specs, but only 4 of my boots yet. Why is that? Because as a solo player I only play in miss. I can have any boots on me since I only use their second spell, which is the same in every one of them. But having different spears takes away my mobility. If I get jumped on, I can't run that easily with, for example, Spirit Hunter Z. That makes me die more, makes me spend more on the same gear. Therefore, I can spend less on auto-respec. That is not what you want. Same goes for the jackets and hoods. I would be relatively fine with every jacket, but not with every hood. So I got my hoods to higher specs first. Learning points are valuable resources that can speed up your progress in Albion Online. If you don't have premium, you will receive 500 learning points upon your first purchase and 30 daily. Without premium, you can earn just 10 daily by completing daily challenges, which usually require only a brief amount of grinding. You can only use your learning points when your fame bars are at least 20% filled. The more filled these bars are, the fewer learning points are needed to level up your skills. The cost structure is consistent, with higher costs for weapon skills and lower costs for armor and other gear. Unlike combat fame credits, learning points can also be spent on leveling up your crafting and gathering skills. If you're not focused on crafting or gathering, it might be tempting to allocate them only for gear. However, if you engage in those activities, using learning points on crafting and gathering can provide significant long-term benefits. Ultimately, consider your playstyle when deciding how to spend your learning points. For example, if you enjoy PvP, investing in combat-related skills may be more advantageous, whereas prioritizing crafting and gathering can help you build a sustainable resource base. And that's it for this video. You can follow the same path with me, or maybe you come up with better ideas. Let me know in the comments if you have any other idea than that, or what would you want to see in the next video. I'll see you in the next one.